It is I, Malon Salon. So I'm going to confess right now why I'm single. I am single because I am scared. All right? You got me. I'm scared. I'm scared of relationships. And don't ask me why, because I don't know. That's why I'm trying to date again, because I don't know what I'm afraid of. I'm just afraid. Being in relationships take a lot from you, right? They take a lot of patience. It takes a lot of energy, good or bad. It takes a lot of your time, just a lot of stuff that you have to sacrifice for that person when you're in a relationship. I'm kind of submissively aggressive. I like to submit to my partner. I like to kind of be like their everything and more. It's kind of a pro and a con to that. Even though a lot of men say that they want that, they want a girl that's going to submit to them, they want a girl that's going to treat them like a king. I'm saying this not just from experience, but also from reading the book, The Art of Seduction. One form may be to big them up, but it's not always necessary to do that in order to get a man to actually submit to you by just treating him like a king and being submissive to him. That doesn't always work. Trust me, okay? Because sometimes he don't deserve it anyway. I have given myself to men who did not deserve it. I was everything for them and more. I did everything for them and more, being their woman. I don't come across men that I like that. I swerve so many guys a day, and I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're thinking, yeah, I know, because you swerved me. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for swerving you, but I like what I like. If I like you, I like you. I can't turn that off. It's like, I like you, man. Come on. But if I don't like you like that, I just don't like you like that. Just respect the fact that I'm honest enough with myself to not try to mislead you, to mislead a guy into him believing that I'm really into him when I'm not. To me, that's more damaging than just telling you straight up, yo, I'm not interested. Just start telling dudes straight up, like, yo, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested in you. Because if I am interested in you, you're gonna know it. You're gonna know it, because that's when my little horns start to show up. Little crazy horns start to pop up, like, uh-oh, I think I like him. Uh-oh. This is not funny. Sometimes I'm a little over the top. I'm not gonna lie. I do the most. I do the most when I like someone. Like, I don't care. I don't care. You know why? Because when I stop liking them, they really start to miss me, and they really start to feel like, dang, like, I miss Mawan's crazy self. She always made me feel like I mattered. So, like, with my ex-boyfriend, I used to be very attentive to him, to cater to his life and his needs, and kind of just, be like a backbone, be like a support system. And in return, he would do the complete opposite for me. He was just always putting me down, always being negative. And that's not how I was with him. I was always the one, like, trying to instill confidence in him, trying to make him, bigger than what he was. But what I learned from that is you cannot make someone feel what you feel, and you also cannot make someone see what you see. So just because you see somebody's potential, that doesn't mean they're going to see somebody's potential. So another issue that I have with guys and relationships, and honestly, I just have this with people, period. I have this problem with just people in general. I see people for either the good that they could be, or I see them for the potential that I believe that they have. And in reality, they don't even see it in themselves. So what ends up happening is we always end up clashing. We end up clashing because they're kind of feeling like I'm putting them on a pedestal, when it's like, no, I'm not putting you on a pedestal. It's just, I just see more in you. And it clashes because they don't see it in themselves. So they're like, how can you see something in me that I don't even see? And I'm like, because my third eye is open. It's always open. It's always focused. My third eye is always focused. So I always see things in people that they don't necessarily see in themselves, and that's not always a good thing. You know, some guys like that. They're like, oh, wow, yeah, look into my soul. You know, some dudes are into that, but some guys aren't into that. It's too deep of a connection. I'm not trying to get there with you. Like, I'm not trying to get you all in my soul. I've learned to, like, kind of calm that down too, and stop falling for someone's potential and just falling for the person and just who that person is, not who I want them to be or who I think they can become or who I see them being in the future. None of that. Just who they are at that moment, however they are. That is what you need to focus on, not your foresight, because we know your foresight is A1. Get to know this person, because before they get to where you're seeing they could be, they got to deal with the now. And the now is the part that I have trouble with, because the now is usually crazy and chaotic. And I'm like, yo, I don't know if I can handle this. I am only human. I don't got no Superman, so I ain't Superwoman. That's why I'm single. It's because I just want to take my time with who I invest my feelings into next. I want to take my time with who I invest my emotions into. I want to make sure it's a guy that's going to cherish the fact that I invested my emotions into him, because as a woman, I have a lot to offer a man. I'll pay for my own stuff. I'll buy my own stuff, or we could just do things 50-50. Or shoot, if you want to buy my life and pay for everything, that's cool too, baby. And that means that every money that I get to save, I get to splurge on you. So we could also do it like that.